Hey everybody, this should be the last VR for a challenge tonight, and this one is for Sherpa, who is Craftangelonline, and she has a challenge where she has a lot of details, and you should really just go over to her channel and look at the details, but because there's you want to make sure that you understand all the components of her particular challenge. But this is what I've made for her challenge. She did ask for a 6x8 pennant as one of the options in the shabby chic style. I hope I have achieved shabby chic. It's probably a little more colorful than most shabby chic people usually go for, maybe? I don't know. I'm more of a steampunk grunge kind of gal, so I really tried to make the shabby chic. So here's what I've done. I started with this paper. Let's see if you can kind of see. It looks like ledger paper. It does have these bright flowers in this one corner, but they're shiny and pretty. So hopefully they'll be okay. And it's sort of a buttercup color, I think. And it looks like ledger paper. It comes from the Magnolia Way stack. And I made the pennant shape, and I layered it on another piece of heavy cardstock so that it's really firm. I don't want to turn it over, but it's almost as heavy as chipboard with the two layers because my information is on the back like she asked. So then I went and I pulled out my Oxford Impression stamps, which are beautiful. And these are the this is called Waiting for Mr. Darcy. That's the stamp set that this is. And I love them. I love them. So I was excited to use them. And that seemed pretty shabby chic to me. So I stamped them on watercolor paper, and then I just very, very lightly colored their clothing. Like I colored his pants with some antique linen and his coat with evergreen bough, because that looked to me like bottle green and buff. Those were the colors that were typical at that time. And then hers, I just put a little tattered rose on her dress, because women wore white or very light pastels at that time if they were unmarried. And then there's a stamp in there that says her heart did whisper that he had done it for her. And so I stamped that on a piece of vellum and kind of put that, like, you know, popped it up. And I have some roses that I've had in my stash. I probably got them from I Am Roses, but I don't know. I've had them in my stash for quite a long time. This is some lace that I've had in my stash, and it has some tea dyeing and different dyeing on it to kind of make it a little more shabby. And this is a gorgeous velvet yellow ribbon that I put up here. On these roses, oh, this one was from Wild Orchid Crafts. I know that for sure. But on all of the roses, I just rubbed them a little bit with the tattered rose so that they would match. And I put this heart-shaped doily behind, and I colored it with the tattered rose and a little bit of antique linen, so that, because this is, I mean, this is about Mr. Darcy and Elizabeth Bennet, which is part of Pride and Prejudice, which is, you know, ultimately it's a romance. It's really a beautiful story. It's my favorite novel, probably, or right there in the top 3. And I'm an English major, and I've read a lot of novels. I also pulled out this Say It in Pearls that I have been hoarding forever. I mean, I think I've had that packet for 5 years and I hadn't opened it. And so I thought, you know what? This is a place where I can use those darn pearls, because they're not as, I think, fashionable as they used to be. Pearl swirlies. These even have the little clay flowers in them. But I felt like it was appropriate for this particular piece. This here, that's a hand crocheted flower that I made. And it's got a soft pink and kind of a little dovey gray in it. And then this little centerpiece is something I made with Fimo and Pearl X. So it's got a really pretty shiny color to it. Oh, refocus. It doesn't like shiny stuff. These little flowers, I don't know. They were in my stash. So anyway, hopefully I have achieved shabby chicness without too much color. But I do love color, so I hope she likes it. I think it's pretty. I really like it. I love these stamps. They're really special to me. All right, so if you want more information about Sherpa's Challenge, please go down below and look. She has some beautiful things that she's put together. It's clear that like this challenge meant a lot to her, and she put a lot of energy into creating really beautiful things to give for the challenge. And so I wanted to honor that by using some things that were really beautiful that I had, like these pearls. These were really, I've had them for a long time and they're very beautiful, and so that's why I used them. And these stamps, like some of my favorite in my whole collection. So, and I love this rose. It's special. It's kind of got a neat texture to it. I don't remember what it's called, but the roses from Wild Orchid Crafts are particularly, are particularly detailed and lovely. So, all right, well, I hope you like this. And again, if you'd like to join the challenge, look below and check out her video. Thanks and have a good night.